All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another dev session. I am your host, Natalia, the game artist on our shows like Eldoria. And I'm going to be working on the game today. So I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch. Just gonna share on Twitch our Steam page. We are working on the Steam demo right now. So go check that out. And if you're on YouTube, you can find everything in the description below. We are also on a few social media platforms like X. We have our own website, and we do have a cozy Discord server. So feel free to check that out. All right, so I'm going to get straight into it. Set up my windows here to see the chat. I am looking for pictures as reference for new props I'm going to make. I actually, thank you for doing that. I can send you a screenshot of Shadow. I just changed the commands today because I thought I could do it all in one shot. Why have Steam and socials and stream? You remembered them. That's wild. Good memory. So these are our commands right now. So I condensed it all into one. Oops. Let's hide this for a second since I'll be going to our DMs. Just so, you know, every single stream we just do one command, we're done with it. So now it's just Eldoria. I have one for Jesse that works on Mortal Crux as well, so that's Mortal. But yeah, trying to keep things simple. You know, you stream so many times, you just want to have it in one command. Thank you for joining, Shadow. I appreciate it. Let's see. So, share my screen again. So, yeah, 3 commands for triple S. Yeah, I wanted to do the dev plays yesterday, but yesterday was weird and the day got filled very quickly. But I will catch up on that. I've also been looking for a game to enjoy, trying to find a good co-op game for me and my brother. They're kind of hard to find. We're kind of really looking for something that feels a specific way. And we haven't found it yet. But yeah, so let's look at our tasks here. I'm going to, yep, you got it. That's the command. Nice, right? Because the line that I made like breaks it up. And it's always the same like spacing, I guess, on whatever device you're watching the stream from. So it'll have our socials like on the X line. But yeah. Now I'm gonna look for spider webs. Let's see. I'm so ready to be done with this task. So ready. Let's see. Because I'm looking for a corner one. Like this one has the corner spider web. And just like different shapes so I could attach it to like different other props. I don't have to make all of these, but I feel like this is good reference. Save this too. Save this. Aha, yes, I can. Oh yeah, no problem. You're such a great supporter, Shadow. All right, so that's spider webs. I think we're set there. Broken wood planks. Yes, so like debris and things just make the dungeon feel a little less unkept, or make the dungeon feel more unkept. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm like, when I see that there's likes on my YouTube video of like my stream, I'm like, I bet you Shadow liked it. I love your enthusiasm. We're getting a lot of people that are very excited and have your same level of enthusiasm. So I love it so much. Okay, right. Broken planks. Filled up like debris. I think this as a reference. And they show pictures of people actually doing planks. Like, no, that's not what I meant, but thank you. Um, so, okay. Oh wow, that's awesome. Drag it in from even just the swap page. You know what's really good are my screenshots from Elden Ring. So let's go find that. Oh, yeah. Mm. I'll find it manually, I guess. Let's just data. Again, remember. All right, well, let's, before I get any deeper into that, and mark uh, porcini mushroom. What's the other one? What are we calling this? Maybe I'll make the bluet. That's literally what it's called. I love mushrooms. It's just so weird and alien. And spirals. I'm gonna save this. Oh, I could zoom in and just screenshot it. Oh, goodness. Let's see. I don't think I saved anything. All right. I feel like I did this like already, but save this for two because that's the other side. The mushroom window. Two and um save that. Right, so I want to look for where are the screenshots of Steam saved on my computer? Uh, oh, I saw it was in. Oh, it was on the side. 760 remote. Okay, like this. Oh, I already did have it. Oh, okay, Dark Souls 1. All right. Yeah, Elden Ring has a lot of great props. Oh, God, I love this. I love making stuff like this. Gets me so excited because it's so easy and it's just like visual progress on the game. Oh my gosh, I'm very sleepy today. So, if I feel daring enough, I will make some more props because I want the rooms to feel distinct and that there's enough going on for people to be like, oh yeah, I did pass this room. Everything doesn't look the same. So I'm gonna go to linear and some pictures and drop it in there. See. We already create that separate task. But so I'm going to look at these pictures and pick out what props I want to recreate in our own way for our game. I don't. It's a cool obstacle section. So, for maps, they, well, this would actually don't be more applicable up there. Let me copy all of this. Right here. Section. Okay, good. So, I jumped on that. I'm gonna look for some debris. Like, it could just be planks, like, laid out on the ground like this. Keeps it interesting. See, I actually do homework when I'm playing games. I take screenshots. So there's just so much to gather from all of this. Good. Uh, no, kind of. Well, I can redo it. It's whatever. It's fine. Um, I can make like a variant or two of the like what do you call it? Like the sacks that have food or whatever. Because I just have one. Uh, it's at the very end. And two additional sack variations. You can't move them, you can't break them or whatever. Some objects it's just better to have that way. This is like except for that guy in the corner on his knees. This is like one of the most brightly lit, like actually pretty areas of any game. Like, oh, that's nice. Someone was cooking here in a pretty kitchen. It's just bizarre to see. So I was like, wow, gotta take a picture of this. I feel like having a statue of some sort would be also good. That's pretty recognizable, whether it be a person or a creature or something. That would just be nice. So as statues, I feel like uh, probably three types. I really want to make this environment diverse. vases. Yeah, like I don't want to do the adulting stuff. I just want to watch a stream. Yeah, I totally get it. Oh, last night it was so nice. Like it was before sunset and I was out in the backyard gardening and we have like a few plants and I water the plants and it's a good exercise because like I pull out the watering hose from like across the yard and it's like heavy and then like I was trimming a bunch of like dead branches and like picking tomatoes and stuff and to me that's just like so cool. Like you can grow your own food. It's like the most basic of things for a human to do, yet it's so foreign to most of us. It's like it really was so relaxing. Instead of doing the same old chores, right? It's just it's nice to relax. And if watching a stream is doing that too, that's great. But I thought I'd share because that was just such a peaceful moment yesterday. And we have grapes. We have Concord grapes, dude. Concord grapes are my favorite grapes. And they were here when we moved here. And I was like, oh, my dream. I always wanted to grow some. So it's really awesome. They have like peppermint as well, holy basil. So I pick it and I like make really fresh tea. It's like, oh, so good. Anyway, so I guess what I was trying to get to here, we're down to the broken wood and planks. I'm just curious if there's any pictures that I have of like that actually being a problem. Okay, here we go. So something like this. I'm gonna, yeah, just like I like this. It just adds more ambience. Here, so the section, reference, wood. Let's see if there's any others. That's a part of the same piece. I mean, if I rolled into something, I'd probably see it. But that's like a stool or something. Mm. I love this. So cute. Okay, so those are all my screenshots. I'm gonna see if there's any good references. Oh, I know what you mean. I'm not that great either, actually. I think it's like the plants are also special, like in what they require, like watering. Is there more like what is this? Nitrogen in the soil? Like what's the pH? It gets really complicated. The amount of sun, how much shade does it get, what temperature? It's like, oh man. Uh yeah. I think I had a bonsai tree and it died too. I also had cacti and it died. That was a while ago. Um, how tall is your apple tree? I'm curious. Tomatoes are like even like a very inexperienced gardener like could grow them. You don't even have to try. Um, okay. I mean, yeah, don't have to go to. I think I could be creative enough. Oh, wow. That's really cool. It's tall. It's a lot taller than I thought. Um, Maybe just hug it. like, like, what is the solution? Just let it know you love it. Just like, there. Just produce some apples, please. Um, I'm curious, how long does it take for an apple tree to produce apples? Very important research here on the step section. Um, it might take a little longer. It may just be you need more time. It also depends, like if you bought the tree already like pretty grown, which I'm assuming if it's 10 to 12 feet already, it was already like started. Absolutely. I actually hug trees. I am a tree hugger. That's why it was on my mind. Uh I wonder if like your soil is, decent. I mean, I think it's fine. Once a tree is that big, I think that it's strong enough that it's just a matter of time because, you know. Mm. Well, hey, I think you still have a chance because I'm reading this and they're like, it has to grow certain types of wood, like fruiting wood or something. And then depending on the type of tree it is specifically, like if it's a dwarf tree, semi-dwarf, or standard, um, which might be yours, I'm guessing, if it's 10 to 12 feet tall, like 5 to 8 years, or sometimes longer before meaningful fruiting. Um, and I don't know how like pest control goes with that. I think like with apples, worms and bugs could be a real bitch, so you might have to take care of it. But hopefully naturally, because if you expose yourself to chemicals that are just not good for humans, you might as well just buy those regular apples at the store. Anyway, like when you bite into something that is like fresh grown and you just walk a few feet to get it and you just picked it seconds ago, it's like amazing. It's amazing. You can taste the life in it. Kind of messed up if you think about it, but I don't know, it's just life. It's like it doesn't have to be messed up. Anyway, so after that excursion, I learned a little bit more about apple trees. Uh, yeah, let's see. So I think I'm good with this reference. I don't want it to look like a pigsty necessarily in the dungeon. I think if I have a mixture of like vases, yeah, like there's some vases that are fallen over. I do already have skeletons. I do have the spider webs. I will be having that. And I like how they have candles that fit like on the wall, which I am soon going to be making walls that have like a little inset part. So then you can fit more objects of focus or detail there. All right, so I'm going to go back here. Uh, Make variations of the sack, the mushrooms, spider webs. Okay, so then phases, three variations, some fall over, and maybe I could just group it. Yeah, why not? Group the multiple vases together in one object instead of having a million game objects everywhere and it's just props. Yeah, I mean, I really like these candles that are melted. It does give it like a really, like, this place is not kept. Like, it's just, it's old, it's worn out. But it's like, who lit that candle? And why is it still alight? Was there someone here recently? If you think about like games realistically and the props that exist there, it's like, oh, that actually doesn't make sense, but we've just accepted it now as like, this looks cool. Yeah, of course you'd have this. And I also learned that in caves, mushrooms only grow where it's closer to light and like outside environments. So not like deep in a cave where there's not much of outside life. At least that's what I read. I don't know. Melted candles. And I'm going to take, some screenshots of this screenshot. Melted candles, reference. There's a lot of different light fixtures. I already have the candle flame, so it's just making the props for it. Yeah, I mean they have like chalices. I already have something similar to that. I like the bookshelves that are built into the walls. That would actually be very nice. I think that would really help a lot with breaking up all of the repetitiveness of the walls. So now I'm thinking I would probably want it to just be a separate bookshelf that I can put in the room, but it can hug the wall. It's the height of the wall. I'm looking at this right now. It could be like a modular piece. So the bookshelves could be as high as I want it, depending if the ceiling is higher. So in that case, let's see. Let's get one more screenshot of the tables. Ooh, I like this too. Like this a lot, actually. And like different chairs. We have like this little stool. It's ridiculous. I think it's time to add more props for sure. Now I'm having a field day to tell. Oh, it's the longest one as well. No, it's still not in there. You know you want to go in there. Okay. So I don't want to add too much more here. Let's say oh, okay. So this is the chair. Hair, Jesus. Chair. Chair lift. Oops. Right. Seems to be the only tall bookshelf that I have a picture of, which is fine. I'm not going in game, at least not yet. For references, I have more than enough. Mm. This is actually a very exciting piece to add. Modular 3 meter by 3 meter bookshelf. Stack. Bookshelf reference. This might be the most fun I have in game development, making props. Uh, what else? So I think I could make another table, but it might be kind of overkill right now. I could create like a chalice. Let's look at Pinterest. Maybe something like this. I think like adding designs on it would really help as well. I can like modify it a bit, but I think that's pretty good. So I'm gonna save this. Can I write text in pure ref? Think so. Or oh, I could draw. All right. So can I save images? Save as. Uh, seems like I can't save this. I'll just take screenshots if I really need to. So let's say draw, or it's kind of a drag. See, I don't think I'm gonna do that. That's gonna take forever. All right. So how about I just have all the references in pure ref? I don't need to put it in linear. Yeah, I'm doing it. The image. Yeah. Well, all right. I'll start from where I found it. Part E. Seems like okay. So, oh, I have like a rope on the ground too. have a lot of topology to account for broken wood. Let's go back to that one. Look for the ladders, man. Got elevators. Puzzles. Oh boy. Oh, this is good. I see a repeated prefab. The flames on and off. They do put it on the ground as well. So that's a good idea. Use that as reference. This is like cobwebs. I really like these archways. And like I was saying before, the inset parts of the wall. So you can put candles there, a skull, whatever, items, anything. So just if you're able to have the player look around and want to look around, like there's a reason, I think that's pretty solid for level design and keeping players interested. Their fire looks so good. And I love their brazier here. And then there's kind of like rocks and stuff. I mean, this is good debris. Like, this is good debris idea. So if I zoom in on that. Here are some vases. Did I did get the bookshelf, okay. Hold off on any more lights because we want to make sure our ray casting light system works. So that's the last one. Okay, so that. Ooh, and like even like paintings. That's a good idea. Cause see, that's the way that you can tell like a story without any words. Just kind of observe what's in the environment and what history it has. And it adds like so much more dimension to a game. Like it has actual history, even though it doesn't. It's just a game. um, but even though this is really dark, you can't see it that well. I'm gonna save that and put paintings on the wall. How freaking cool is that? What a great idea. In the wall, on the floor. Hang on. Okay. What else? So trees. Let's go down the line here. So there's vases that I was looking at. There. Find any others. They are in the way corner over there, or a bit more my head in the way, but that's all good. I'm gonna be right back, guys. Gonna go to the bathroom. All right. So, just remembering, I added some new emojis, follower emotes, like why they repeat. Anyway, for people that are followers, you can use Unity emotes. And then if you're a subscriber, I did add the emojis from Discord to that. So there's the get good, there's the Bover one, there's the one of my favorite Chad Squeakle. It's just ridiculous. And then you die. So yeah, growing it slowly but surely there. Anyway, so moving on with the screen. So what went so far? Just looking at linear. I know, yeah. There has to be some incentive for people on Twitch. Well, maybe you were gifted a subscription. Maybe not though. Because there was an anonymous gifter, or how do you, someone who gifted 5 subscriptions anonymously. So I think Volt was one of them, maybe Mortal. Whoever was on that call, I don't remember. If you do the colon and then like start typing get good, like does that actually work? Which by the way, I'm pretty sure since Hollow Knight is a Souls-like because it came after Demon's Souls, like it's actually a quote that comes from the whole From Software like Souls-like franchise. Because I remember saying that, and like it was in our community of like people who played Dark Souls and whatever before Hollow Knight existed. So that's why it's called Souls Likes, and that's why Hollow Knight is a Souls like because it came from the Souls games. Um, yeah, From Software created their own genre. So freaking cool. Anyway. I remember if I told that to people when they died, they got so annoyed. Like I would play with a couple of people, and if they died and I said that, they're like, "Be quiet." Now it's my turn. Oh yeah, are you able to use the emoji? I can probably see like who is subscribed. Let's see, I'm gonna look. Uh, doesn't really say all that clearly. Like Twitch can be really hard to navigate sometimes. Oh, oh, good luck. um, yeah, it's like, I mean, anything's possible. It's not like, oh yeah, they took every single possibility of like any genres that could ever be created again. There's more. I think you could do it. That's a big goal. Um, a lot of the time people just end up combining like 2 existing genres for a game, which is not, I mean, I guess it kind of is its own genre. Anyway, oh, share my screen again. So what else am I looking? That sounds like absolute insanity. Like, it sounds like a game that would just have too much, and people may not. I mean, people may feel overwhelmed. Yeah. Our brains like to categorize things and not have like so much in one game. Uh, I mean, I guess games have mini games in it though, but still, if it's every genre, I don't even know how many genres there are. Like 50? Okay, Shadow, you're the professional. Uh, I personally wouldn't do it, and I know you're joking, but yeah, it's that's a lot. That's a lot. Um. All right. So right, I wanted to take a screenshot of yet more props like this. Maybe have some food like just on the floor like that. Uh, what I would have to do would make half of them mini games. Yeah, I guess you could. I would start small though. Like I would just focus on your game that you're already working on. Keep the scope down and just over time, if you're able to expand the game and like do extra things that you weren't originally planning on, hell yeah. But I will tell you, it's a long and arduous road, and like it's not for the faint of heart. Like I'm not sure how many years you've been game developing, like actively, but it's really hard. So like we don't even joke around about making like games like huge because it's just so impossible. Like there's just there's no way, especially if you're a solo dev. And even like with me and a few people working on a game, like people have jobs, like other jobs, and it takes a long time and a lot of skill and a lot of mistakes. You gotta have a lot of failures first in order to know what you're even looking at. Because it's like the flow of game design is so, like, it's gotta finesse it. Like, it's so sensitive for a game to feel good. Yeah. Well, you know what tends to be the easiest? And hey, the last game we were working on, I had an idea as to what I wanted to do, but not enough direction. I'm going to show you right now what it took for us to get to where we are right now, and no one else was going to do it except me. So I was like, I got to design this game. There's no other way around it. There really isn't. So if I go to Notion, which is where we have all of our documentation, that's my portfolio. So like this can be for free for you using Notion because you're not, I mean, for the most part, you're not really sharing it with anyone else. If like you're working with a programmer every so often, like I would just send him screenshots or like copy and paste the text. It's not worth for two people like to pay like $250 for the whole year. That's what me and my brother do. Um, but we're really on this thing and we know we're going to complete the game. So that's why we're doing it. Anyway, so this may not look like a lot, but I'm telling you, like, there are a lot of drop downs. In direction. And and there's more pages. Every single page has like drop downs within drop downs. So like in here, and there's more pages, so like story writing, references, like how to write a good story, using the hero's journey, template like for story writing. So like I learned this from I was on a webinar with Tony Robbins. And he was just like going over like how real life is like the hero's journey. And so these are the 7 steps in this template. There's different templates for how you write a story, but this is the most used template in stories, in movies, in games, in books. Like it just works. So you don't have to invent something and like just explode out of the industry, we're in the industry. So like I use this, then I went to here, the story. So I didn't just write the main story. I wrote stories about characters, different quests. And some of these are still under construction, right? there's organizations like the Infernal Order, and that's like everything has a design choice and a story behind it. So the better you document your game, you're going to be like, it's going to be a lot of work, but you're not going to be lost. And like a lot of time can pass by. Like I wrote this like a year and a half ago or something, or 2 years ago. And I still come back to it and you make adjustments. You're like, okay, well, we tested this mechanic here and it doesn't work with what I originally wrote. So I'm just going to change this little bit, but the rest of it is fine. And you just keep adapting your game using the documentation that you write. So like, so for the story, if I go back to story, this is the main story. The page actually lags because of how much I wrote. Like it's a script essentially, and gameplay stuff is in green. So things that the player actually does at certain points. And you can see each drop down is each step in the hero's journey template. For me personally, a game doesn't really mean anything if there's no story behind it. Anybody could make, if they wanted to, like, I'm gonna go back to the top because I don't want to spoil the end of the game. But just like anybody could make characters that like, you know, maybe have good animation and it feels good and like it's good combat. But if like it was like when I played just the demo 2 days ago, that I told you about, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, the game looked beautiful. I would have, you know, adjusted some things with the art style. It was really painful to look at. It was way too bright. And then, like, all the characters just seemed like they were wallpaper. Like, just nobody has a personality. Like, everybody loves each other. No conflict at all. That does not resemble anything relatable in real life. Like, at all. Like, you want the player to feel, most likely, that like in a fighting game where there's combat and stuff, even if you're in a fantasy land, like there are characters that may behave in a way that's distasteful, that you may not understand why they are the way that they are, but it leaves room for discovery and wonder and mystery. And then they become relatable over time. For me, like Naruto does that really well. Study Naruto. Like the first show and Shippuden, so beautiful. I love that freaking show. So it's like tons of struggle, tons of strife. Why not look at your own life? I think we could all relate to this. Like, I have so many examples in my life of all these challenges that we've gone through. And like, then change it to be like something in a fantasy land, but it comes from a real place. For me, making a game that, and it may sound selfish, but who the fuck cares, because you're making the game and other people like to play games that you like to play, so might as well work on something you're passionate about. Work on a game that you would actually play, that you can relate to, that the characters feel so real, that maybe you even have crushes on some of them. I do. I have crushes on some of my characters, like, because I wrote backstory for them, and they all have their own distinct personalities. Now, you don't have to go as deep as I have with this, but I did because I wanted the world to feel real. Because the game Grand Blue Fantasy Relink felt really empty. It looked beautiful, it had great animations, visual effects, the whole 9 yards, but it felt dead because they had a bunch of placeholder characters that they kept recycling, like, oh, you gotta rescue these people and these goblins are attacking them. And like, everybody's like best friends immediately. And then they'll keep reusing the same character model, like, okay, now the next group of people. And I'm like, this is not like individuated at all. Like it's just, yeah. So I was kind of turned off by that. What was I going to show you? Damn. Let's see. I just distracted myself. I hit something. So, right. Okay. The key art. So marketing, the marketing folder. If I go, and you gotta be organized with all this shit. Like I manage so much social media, making the trailers, setting up the Steam page, maintaining the Steam page, posting regularly on socials, maintaining a community, um, maintaining a newsletter, creating a website, all these things, okay? Like you gotta show it's alive. And like the hero, wait, there's the press kit. So the press kit, you know, reach out to people once it's developed enough. I wouldn't do this now, Shadow. But like the asset kit, then this is for press websites to download. So it makes writing about your game super duper easy. So like here, I wanted to capture finally in a picture the characters and their personalities. And I did rough sketches of some of them a long time ago. And if I still have them, I can show you. Let's see. I don't know if I have it still. Old? Well, this is funny. Some of the old sketches of some of the element icons. And over time, we found it. Like, this is in game. This is for darkness. And I have, like, this is the cosmic ones. Like, in Japanese, they do, like, a little circle to be, like, a check mark, so I want it to be cute. Anyway, so, sometimes the initial drawings are ugly, but you keep iterating over it. I would love to see models, characters not in game. Okay, so it's probably in sketches. All right, so I'm going to show you the first sketches of characters that are in this key art. This key art took about 35, 40 hours to do. I redid the entire demon Zeratax on the top center part of the piece there. But so Caspian is the guy that I have a crush on. I love this guy. and that's him right there, right? So I drew him forever ago, but there he is, and he's more refined, and you know, it feels great. He feels like he's alive. He actually has personality. Like, what are the like facial expressions that determine like kind of the main trait of a character? Like, capture that. Like, if you have a few seconds of someone to look at your artwork or your game, like key art is right there. Okay. Like, and the hierarchy of everybody, like, how did I organize everyone? Amara is on the left here. She's 15 in that picture. And she's learning a lot about herself and the world. And there were a lot of secrets kept from her that people have known about her for a long time. Kind of having her live in this illusion of what her life was. So I wanted to have her there, like, looking up, like, what is this? Like, in wonder, like, what is my life? On the right of her is her dad. And his name is Kale. And he was in the void or purgatory for her whole life until they find him. These are the 3 students of Kale. So he's a master mage. And these 2 are good. You know, you fight alongside them. They have been working with like portals and like different types of magic to actually open a rift to rescue their master, their sensei, essentially. And he got sucked into the portal during a war when she was just 3 months old. So there's a lot more to the story. I don't want to spoil it. And this guy, he becomes corrupted, and then he becomes manipulated by a demon. So, this demon. So, like, that's how the corrupted enemies are created. Because he's using dark magic to twist and create darkness in creatures and manipulate them. Now, these are, she's an archer. Her name is Tamsin. And his name is Darian. Darian is her best friend. He gets kidnapped when they're like 9 years old, 9 years old. And he gets whisked into this misled organization called the Duskblades. And then they work for Sargoth. He changes his name. And then they realize that he's really messed up, and we actually don't want to go that far, but that's later on. So, kind of spilling the beans here on the story. But you get the idea, right? Like, and then Amara and Darian end up meeting each other later on, like after 6 years, and she's like, "Oh my god, like, is that you, Darian?" And like, he's like fighting, like wanting to join, like, his village again, where he was kidnapped from, and be friends with her again, because he's just like, no, like, he's been kind of brainwashed by this group. So it's really helpful to write a story, at least for me, because it helps you realize that this game is alive. And there are characters. Now, these are really old sketches, like Sargoth now looks different. But you could see how, like, it doesn't look great. It was kind of an ugly sketch, to be honest. The face doesn't look accurate. But, and this is Kale here. This is Darian here. So it helped me, and you iterate over it. It's just like with programming and anything at all. Like, you iterate over time. You can't do it all in one shot. It's way too much all in one shot. But taking consistent steps to create the game and have direction. Now, the last part of all of this is, like, for example, we know the exact control scheme for the game. Like, I have for keyboard and mouse with the icons here and the controller. Like, really get into the nitty-gritty. Over time. You're not going to get it overnight. Don't overwhelm yourself. It's not possible. References. I document, like, my workflows and how to create characters and use Blender and do the plants and everything, because it's just so many things to remember. And then when more people join, they'll be able to just read this and then be able to manipulate and create the same kind of art if that's what we have happen. So I'm going to close some of these. We have, like, soundtrack references for all the different parts of our map. We have 8 provinces. This is going to help Michael a lot. So I'm going to close this out. Parts of Eldoria. System designs. This is really important, and really the meat of what I would like to get to tell you, Shadow. So, system designs, like combat system. Get really specific. Because if it's like anything in life, if you don't get specific and you don't know what you want to do, you don't just sit down and ask the hard questions, it's never going to come to fruition. Because you'll make something with really low motivation because you feel lost, and then it's going to look like crap because you don't have a vision. So, especially working with Carlos, my brother, programming all of this, he needs the details. He needs exactly what the stats are. Look at games that do it and it works, right? So we looked at certain level up algorithms that are in existing games. And then I link words to different pages and how archery behaves. And then we even have like about the magic springs and then how they behave, what you can do at a magic spring. Then there's where is it? It's not system design, is it? Item like this? No. It's probably in combat systems. So yeah, combat items, equipment. Then under here, more pages. All the like what weapons do you want in your game? And how do daggers differ from swords? How do they differ from great swords? Curved swords, all these. I haven't made these yet. And like, but I put a book here because it's like it's used in the story. Like people that exist in the story already do have these weapons. So I will be designing these in the future. Oh, it's a lot, if you couldn't tell. And like just getting really specific, like, okay, what is the required melee level for it? Like start with the combat system, design the story, draw them, make them real. And then you can start to create weapons off of that. So I feel really, really happy that I took the time. To write the story took 6 hours a day for a month and a half. Designing all the systems probably took 3 months or something. But I kept coming back to it. Take breaks. It's really heavy brain work. But you keep coming back to it. And then as you see over time, you have an actual game. You have the blueprint. Then you can move forward. But sometimes people want, I want to see like the visual version of the game first. I just want to see it. I just want to have it in Unreal or Unity or Godot or whatever. But then if you don't have direction, you're wasting your time. And my brother didn't want to do this because programming is a lot. And it's a lot for anyone to design a game. But if you get specific, like what are your favorite genres? What exactly is your game? And I encourage you, maybe don't start with an open world game. Because we even scaled back. I was saying, let's do an open world. It's not an open world anymore. It's just not. I think over time it probably will be, but we definitely would need the resources to get to that point. So anyway, I'm done talking your ear off. I just wanted to share really what it takes to get direction and taking the time. Like, let's just sit down. Let's just sit down and design this game already, right? I have documentation on how to use Git and all these drop downs on how to do things. I want to make sure our repo stays sane. Anyway, hopefully you're still here. I didn't even check. Hopefully someone received the good news. All right, it looks like you're still here. Thanks for sticking around. Oh, I didn't expect to go on like that, but I get very passionate. Oh, yeah. You're welcome. Let's see. I will start doing that. I've written the story mostly like 4 times, but it never felt right, so I'm still here. You know what? Feel free to send it to me. Like, I'm not going to share it with anyone. Because it's personal and I don't share the full story with anybody else either because I want it to be a surprise. But if you want to send me a Discord message and like I can review it and like maybe if it's on like a Google Doc, I can then comment on certain parts and like highlight it. Yeah, I'm happy to touch base with you and help you kind of feel out like what the next decision is for you. Like, say, then, okay, I feel good with the story. Then it's like, let's design like what are the hooks of your game? What makes your game special? For us, it's two hooks, and they're mechanics typically. They could be something specially in the environment that's not necessarily a mechanic. But for us, um, which I think you're enrolled to the Thomas Brush course. I think. I think. Um, the present state, so it's like Witcher senses, but it's more spiritual. And then there's the redeeming system to redeem corrupted enemies, to transmute them back to light. Those are very unique, and it's a Souls-like game. And it's an RPG. So we know exactly what our game is. Yeah. Okay, good. Um, I'm gonna privately send you my email so you can, if you have it in a Google Doc, just like invite me to like comment or like edit on the Google Doc to this email. Let's see. Yes, I would say that's a good email. I have multiple emails. Anyway. Well, I appreciate you listening the whole time. It can be a lot, but I'm telling you, oops, you don't need to do it all at once. It's impossible anyway. Yeah, absolutely. I'll also check this out. Let's see where I was. I'll send you the notes I have on the hero's journey. I have story writing tips as well. I think I could very easily just export this as like PDFs or something. Export PDF. View, blah blah. Okay, scale percent letter. Create and no. Hey, you're my man. Yes, you use Proton. Yeah, I actually prefer Proton. I just said Google because like most people use that. But yeah, uh they do have it. So I think it's drive.proton.me. Oh right, you said you just used it. We can do that for sure. Um yeah, I'm fine looking at it on there. Story writing tips. And like you could save this like in your Proton drive or wherever. Uh let's see. Previous story ideas. Like in previous story ideas, like this is predominantly like what what do you feel really passionate about in life? Like what do you want to teach people? Really? Like for me, it's some of these. Like just everybody is lovable and just like there's it's like the world is in chaos and people think they're sane, but they're actually not. And then like once you awaken to that, you see like how insane the world actually is. And people that used to call your friends. Don't get me started. But it could be whatever you want to share in your core message. Um let's see. And then I'll export this as well. Hero's journey. And I really love the idea of writing a script with actual quotes because you get specific. And then if you have like dialogue or like cutscenes or whatever, it's already all written out. So you already know what the story is. You know what happens. It's not like, okay, this princess lives in this castle and this hero doesn't have any parents. He doesn't know he's going to be the hero yet, but he has this secret power that people fear, and then he shows up, and the princess sees the light in him, and then he protects the castle and the town, and then everybody loves him. The end. That's so basic. Like, there's got to be more. There's got to be more. That doesn't entice me. It really doesn't. Um, really be creative, but I'll give you my honest opinion when you write it because I want you to succeed. That's really what I want. So I'll hide this one more time and share these documents with you. Like, I actually was an English major for a while, and then I switched to game development because I love a lot of parts of game development. So here I am. Anyway, yeah, you are enrolled in the Thomas Brush course. So that's great. I would look at the section where he talks about books in a game because that's going to make your game stand out. See. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That is huge. That can really hold somebody back in terms of motivation because it's like it's this idea has existed for this long, and it's been unmoving, and I don't know if it's ever going to be created at this rate, and I want it to work, but yeah. So like it's an idea. It can evolve. It doesn't have to be the same thing from 7 years ago, but it can be similar. Like Twinora, the game that me and my brother worked on, we take a lot from that game, but we also incorporated a ton of new stuff. So don't feel like it has to be exactly my old idea. Because believe me, you can have way more ideas. Like you are an idea machine. You can make whatever you want. It doesn't have to be that. Yeah. Yeah. If the core of the idea is actually unique, then sure. Absolutely. All right. So yeah, I'm happy to help you with that. And go back to the props here. So, all right, we got the mushrooms. I'm gonna order this. Mushrooms, spider webs. Ha! Good. You know what? I tell people like who are devs watching my stream, like let's just dev together. Like just be on a call, talk to each other, and just have like it's motivating to see other people like deving while you are. Just talk about it. It's kind of like a creator group session, but just a different format slightly, like me streaming on here. So yeah, feel free. Do it now while the energy is up, right? And you're feeling it. Let's see. I'm happy to have helped you. I really, really am. Thank you. Oh, because the shittiest feeling can be when you just don't know where to go. I used to feel like a fraud. I really did. And I used to buy material things to make me look like I was a game developer before I actually did it like daily. And I had a Unity hoodie when they used to have a merch store. I'm actually donating it. Long story. But and then I used to have bumper stickers on my car, like on the last two cars I had, like game developer, and it would have like a controller on it. And it's like, look, see, I'm a game developer. Um, I don't need to have those things. I am it. I'm being it every day. I do the things. Yeah. Yeah. I think for me, that was my own unique way of like promising to myself, like, no matter what happens, I'm gonna crack the code. And I'm gonna get to this place where there's no hesitancy. For me, I was sick a lot of my life, and it really harmed the ability to learn, to remember things, to understand things. So then once I healed, I was able to work on the game. And yeah. Twinora, I was still kind of sick, really sick actually. And then things changed, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Just stay open and know that like anything is possible. If you're open and you're willing to do whatever it takes to get to where you want to be, like you're gonna make it. I used to feel such a fear and hesitancy around game developing every day. And I just thought I'm so behind, like all these stupid things. And really, it's the ego. It's not even you. Like, legit, it's not even you. We identify with this thing called the ego, and it was never you. Once I learned to detach from that, that was the magic sauce. All right. Because you end up believing these thoughts that automatically come in your head, and if you slow down enough, if you dilate time enough, you can see that I didn't actually choose to think that thought. Why is it just randomly coming into my head? It's the ego. It's fearful. It wants to protect itself. And that if you venture out and do something that is like really hard to do, or it takes a lot of time, or there's risk involved, it's like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait, that's way too much. You gotta play small. You gotta shrink down and wallow in how hard it is and wish to do things, but work at a McDonald's or whatever. And there's a lot of people that just are low on life, and they don't ever try, like consistently. You know what it is too? It's a time game. Do you know why you're doing it? It's like having direction on a game. Do you know what your game is? Get specific about it. Because then it's like because I love how I feel when I work on this, because I want to share this with other people, or there's a message that I feel is really important for the world to know. Because I want to live a more fun life where I'm creative and I build skills, and my ability to learn, just the sheer ability to learn, improves. And the time between learning new programs, new skills, decreases. The hesitancy between each skill and program decreases, where you just have this resolve, this conviction that you know you can and you will. So now I don't feel afraid of learning new things, because you just do it so many times, and then the ego just shuts up anyway, because then you realize that, like, look, there's evidence too. You literally can't say anything. I've been doing this for years now. Like, I am a game developer. But you don't even need to show evidence to your ego, because then you're communicating with it. I totally detach from the ego. You know where I live from? My heart. that is part of the game's message, and why the game icon is the heart of Eldoria, is because we can live from our head or our heart. And I'm not being cute with just a saying or like, wow, that's poetic. I literally mean it. We can change our consciousness as to where we're paying attention to in our body, from being up here to our heart space. And you will find that thoughts get very quiet. And as you practice it, that's just your default. When we're in embryo, our heart exists first physically, then our brain. And our heart operates as a brain when we're in the womb. So take what you will from that. I just find that I'm living life with a lot more ease, and it's not so painful, and I can just be what I want to be. So anyway, I get very passionate about this. I'll pipe down now. I could talk all day because I see so many people unhappy. Ugh. There's a way out, man. There's a way out, and you are the way. You don't have to look outside of yourself. That's the message. Candles. All right, paintings. Let's paint. Thank you, Shadow. I appreciate that. I love helping people because it's like I get passionate because I've been there, and it's so painful. I'm 33 right now, and I started college a little later. I didn't go in immediately. I graduated. I went to 4 schools. I was so sick throughout it all. And then I graduated 2018. So I was like, I don't know how old I was. I was a little older than everyone else. And then I did the Game Dev HQ program, which I learned how to do C# programming. That helped me to know that I can literally do anything I wanted. Even though I don't use programming now, really. Not much. You just keep learning new things. And I have made a game by myself programming. So that was really encouraging. And it's just what I needed at the time. Right. I wanted to write this in. But yeah, so I spent many, many years knowing, let's see, it was like 2012 when I found out that I wanted to be a game developer. And then it was like up until 10 years later where I got well. And for 10 years, I struggled and I pushed no matter how I felt. I had so many health problems. Like, seriously. It's astounding. So crazy. And a lot of doctors didn't know what the hell was going on either. So it was just a big mystery. But I knew I wanted to do game development. And then I healed. And I'm still healing, but I am way better now. So my goal the whole time was to heal so that I could work on games. So what did I do? I learned a shit ton about wellness, herbals, supplements, homeopathics, black remedies, amino acids, vitamins, parasites, toxins, how to detox, like everything to heal so I could work on video games. And people would tell me, oh, you should be like a naturopathic doctor or something. I'm like, no. Like, I only know all this so well because I want to live a healthy life, so the quality of my life is improved, and I attract healthy people, and I work on my games. Happily ever after. That is what I want. All right, I am in such a like ranting mood today. Woo! Energy is strong. Where was I? So right, concept art that I made. You get to see the really spicy side of me today. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna go into concept art, and this is what I made. Okay, I'll close this out now. So the paintings. Oh, probably this up with the mushrooms. Let's keep going down. Oops. So we want trees. I did not get concept art for trees. So cave trees. I don't think they look much different. Yeah, boy. That is so adorable. It's like a cave made of a tree. Oh, drag that in here. Something like this. It's going to be around water. Oops, do that. Oh, I want like the branches to kind of curve like this. So this is more of what I'm going for. More of what I'm going for. These are so small, man. Is this bigger? No, it's not. Okay, whatever. Want to move fast. Would be something like this. I think these are pretty good examples. The caves are not that huge. There's one cave that could probably utilize trees. Yeah, I'll make 3 variations. Doesn't have to be crazy. So moving back to this. Trees, dungeon ceiling. Open the cave ceiling. All right, so dungeon ceiling. Like I would probably just make cracks in the ceiling and use the existing piece that I already have. Just create variation. Okay. It should be okay. All right. Just kind of planning this out of my head. Skybox. Uh, I'll do the bookshelf. Okay, so smaller. Wait, me? I'm the person? Like I'm like looking around like, huh? Cookie, welcome. Uh yeah, I just finished a rant with Shadow, helping him gain more direction on his game. Like, whoo! I expect to get that animated. All right, so this is actually not a part of this task, so I'm gonna delete it. Let's see. I don't want to make this task too big. It's not going to be word test, but I'll leave it. Hey, you both joined in at the same time. Cookie! Cookie Monster. Should I say that? No, that feels weird. Cookie Hoarder? No, that sounds offensive. I'm trying to be creative. Cookie. Cookie dough? I love cookie dough. Uh, let's see, Michael says, nice. I was hoping there would be some skylight coming in. Oh, yeah. I have so many ideas now of all these different pieces to add. Oh, this is not even the right. I never even created these plants. That's why. What did I do? Oh, I made other stuff. I made ivy instead of this. I made different plants instead of this. So I'm just gonna delete that. It's fine. So these tasks are like becoming duplicates. Like I see, I can't separate it. Damn. All right. I'm just gonna open it in my browser then so I can see it. At the same time, these two tasks. So linear. Yeah, I'm going crazy on the props. Crying out loud, man. Like, whatever happened to passwords? Like, seriously. I'm gonna hide my screen because reasons. Login hell. There we are. There it is. Okay. I'm waiting. Okay, it opened. So, be looking at these two. So, I'm working on this. Now, there's a lot of shit to make. The unchecked items are what I want to make. There are some duplicates. I do want to finish this task on the left first, so maybe I will polish up existing props that I already have. Make that a focus. Redo these, like the pestle mortar, and have different sack variations. Siri, turn the garage door open. You're the first person to comment on the garage. Yeah, it's actually a better temperature today. The motor is blinking. Oh yeah, the little orange light. I know, it was so distracting when I would like look at the picture. Wait, oh, what garage? There's only me and the game here. Yeah. Maybe I'll put like a sticker or like a banner over it and just be like Eldoria. Like just cover that. Yeah. Or get like a really big like banner just covering the garage. Like this is no garage. Okay. I do have a tablecloth like for conventions that's pretty big and it has Eldoria on it. I could just like hang it. Surprise, we were all outside of the door. I'd be like kind of terrified, but also like, holy shit! First off, you're real. Second of all, how the fuck did you find my house? I made sure to get a P.O. box for the newsletter when I mail out stuff. Okay. A couple of weeks ago, I found out that insulated garage doors are a thing. Really? Wow, that's a good idea. Yeah, because like I share the wall of like two walls of the garage with the house, but then the ceiling is not insulated, I found out. And then there's the garage door and a wall that is not insulated. So it gets fucking hot in here, man. Um, I have an AC unit that I connected to my little window here in the corner, and it helps a lot. I wouldn't be able to be in here if it weren't for that. I'm actually shocked. Like, it was $450 versus getting a mini split. These HVAC techs were saying to keep it down to this temperature, it's going to be 18,000 BTU, and that's almost $6,000. And I'm like, nah, like, this is not a permanent setup. I am not investing in nearly $6,000 to do that. That's crazy. Anyway, um, yeah. So I'm going to be working on these existing items. Oh, but I already do have, oops, concept art. I'll just minimize this for now. For our mushrooms. These were the two mushrooms I wanted to make. So I don't even know what these are. I could call it like, I have way too many mushrooms, guys. Like, I love mushrooms so much, they're so weird looking. Um, I can just make this like a backlog thing. Later, so back, uh, 3 backlog. Oh yeah, I know. I don't actually eat mushrooms, but I think they're really cool. When Skyrim came out, that's when my obsession started. Because I was like, there's glowing mushrooms on the walls. And the ones that like hum, like they have this humming sound. I was like, wow. Anyway, um, is there anything else that I would want to focus on here? Uh, is this? I'm gonna redo some stuff because it kind of looks bad. Before I had Substance Painter, I attempted to texture it with just Blender. This is repetitive. There does not need to be a texture for the puddle because we already have a shader for now. Let's see, archway. Okay, so I did not make the hanging ferns. I could. It could be good for the cave. I literally have to pee again. If you saw the amount of liquid I ingested today, you would be amazed. I will be back. I'll be right back, screen on. Wild. I'm detoxing right now, so that's why I'm doing it. Alright, be right back. Wow, guys, I love you so much. You just hang in the chat. Guys are awesome. All right. So we're gonna continue organizing. Let's get better direction. You always need direction before you create anything because it's gonna just help the whole process. So anything else to redo or polish from like old models that I made a while ago? Um, I mean, I think it'd be good to actually finish creating like any plant life that I made in the concept art. So I'm gonna do that. The other plants I'm not gonna do. And what else? What else? And I think really this task should be like closing like stairs like this or just polishing what we have because I've created a bunch of new stuff for the caves. Um Very nice. I hope you enjoy your ice cream. I'm curious what flavor you'll get. My friend and I made ice cream from scratch the other day. It was really good. Top that. uh, we're gonna do it again. It was actually more ice than cream, so I feel like I said this before, but yeah, it was really good. Anyway, so this will be for the next page. Let's see, this is gonna be the ferns. It's gonna be for the caves. I have the concept art for that. I'm gonna go in. Actually, maybe we'll just screenshot this. So I have everything else. And then cave concept. And we just want. I think this is easy. I think it would be good to add this as the cave. Um, 3 hanging ferns. We'll do it sooner. Could add it in section 4 here. Oh, 4. So, it's a lot of stuff to make. Let's focus on redoing stuff. Then dripping water from the ceiling is like so easy and would be really a very nice touch to the environment. Little meshes, main meshes, 3 variations. And now I'm gonna do this because say it's in the dungeon and I think it's good to have flat floors. Aha! I also want to redo the dungeon floor, probably. I'll save the texture just in case, but It's actually similar to our. So, yep, it is. Oh, the big branch. Yeah, that looks like she is. Okay. So we got that going. Get these in as soon as possible. This will be a lot of alternative, alternate type of walls. Oh, I need. Let's check that. That. I mean, I could. I don't need to be separating this out. Let's see. Okay, so that's a little bit more organized. Let's make this a little smaller. Task for 3. Say, I redo stuff I create props based on old art. Yes. And there goes it. It's nice. But I cut and not paste it anymore. No, I put it here. It's really extra. Hey, welcome. We're working on Souls Like RPG. Thank you so much. I love that. I had a really pro rant to one of our fellow game developers here to try and help him get some more direction. Yeah, I'm a hobbyist. I've been working on games for 14 years and I love it so much. I look like a pro. Yeah, you gotta be really organized to actually get anywhere like long term. Uh, oh yeah. Yeah, it's like every kid's dream. Well, not every kid's, but a lot of kids' dreams that like to play games. Uh, if you want to make a game that's really customized, like not in like Game Maker or what's it, Construct or something, like you're gonna have to learn a lot. Yeah, yeah. I'm all day on the computer, almost all day. Um, yeah, I'm here to support any game developers that want to learn more about workflow, kind of bounce off ideas, like anybody that has suggestions for our game. I mean, I'm putting stuff in the game that like fans are asking for, so it's pretty cool. I stream a few days a week, so I'm happy to connect with you. Let's see. I feel like the bookshelf would add a lot. I also want to close this off. So this might be a good part to break it off and put it here. Images, statues, maybe strong, no, maybe strong, say tall, tall armchair. And we'll say short armchair. Put some references for that. So maybe I'm going to create different peer ref documents for these separate tasks. So, all right, this is the goal. For finishing this subtask, I am going to create different stack variations, redo a few models, create hanging ferns that can be used for both the cave and the dungeon. Oh. As I'm looking at this picture, I see that I am missing a wall that has the wider door, and that would also be useful for boss room. So I could make it a really big door. I mean, it could be like 6 meters by 6 meters. I think that's a good size. Yes, okay. So I will do that. That's going to be kind of a headache to make, but maybe not. Redoing these should be no time at all. Stairs running out the corners. Yeah, the bookshelf will be very nice. All right, so that's that one. Then I'll do that. I'll make the nav mesh and everything afterwards. So then these are a bunch of new additions. We'll have a skybox. Like the skybox before I start opening up the level, so then you have something to look at. And all about it, then the light rays that will come from the holes. And then now looking at this again. This task, archway column. I don't even know what that means. Column attaching to an archway. I think I took a picture of this in Elden Ring. It's kind of like that. Let's see. I have a better picture. Like that. Oh, yeah. This is so many great props, man. That, yeah. I'm getting towards the end. Yep. Right, so the best one I have is here. Yes. Right. Oh yeah. When playing games on Steam, I just press the key F12, like just that top key on your keyboard, and it takes pictures. You go to this weird location on your computer, so it's like under Steam, the program's 86, x86, then Steam user data, this weird number. Maybe that's your user ID. It's always 760 for some reason, remote. And then this is the ID for Elden Ring. So like every game is going to be different. I don't take a lot of screenshots in games. It's just 3 games right now. And screenshots. So that's where it is. I think it's built into Steam. But yeah. It's here. Quadrant. This is how you spell it. Quadrant. I think I did it. That's exactly how I want to make it. There were some other. I don't have any F keys. I have to use the FN key plus number. Oh, dang. That stinks. Maybe in Steam, like there's a way to change that hotkey to like something else that would work for you. So it might be in the settings. I would check that out. It makes it so much easier. I just press one key, you know, especially if it's something that like is moving or like fast in the game, like catch it pretty easily. So I really like these props here because then I can use the existing barrels I already have to make something like this. With like cages? Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. So I'll just put this. I'll do this later. This is not for now. It's too much. Everything's my favorite right now. I just want to make it all. These are the vases I was looking at before. It's pure breath and other stuff. I'll stick with that for now. I think I have more than enough ideas to go off of. So I'm gonna go back to this. I'm gonna actually draw. No, wait. I'll save this. I found it and changed it now. I just have to remember to do it. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. Like just train yourself to be like, I know I'm having fun playing this game, but I'm a game developer. I am doing my homework. So yeah. The dev plays helps me remember too. So I'm gonna save this as will be 38403. And then I am going to delete all of the all the images that are in here. So this uh, this uh, black purple mushroom. Let's say dripping mushroom because that's really 3 variants. And peach mushroom variants because that was in that sketch. I'm going to I'll work on that. I'll open it again. I'm going to delete this. Yeah, okay. So now we just want these objects in here. Spider webs, check. Don't want the mushrooms right now. Planks, candles, paintings, trees. Skywalks, dungeons, caves, chalice. Small armchair. Armchair. Statues. Okay, so that is. And I'll make this debris as well, so it'll be freaking easy. What's phases? All right, and oh, the candles. Okay, so I'm going to save this as before. Now, if I go back to this really kind of thing. Three. Okay, so I'm going to save this as what is the task. I'm just organizing things for the future. So I have this is 257. Damn, just a little task. 257. And I'm gonna go back to where I was. Exactly back on this in order. Delete this stuff. Right. And then I'm also gonna screenshot of this stuff. Burns. So now I can delete it here, have it in place. These. First up. Oh, damn. Wait. I guess I deleted it. Shit. Okay. I do have that screenshot still. mortar, all that, the thing first. Peace mushroom. You can tell what's on my mind. I got 3 ferns. Stairs rounding out with that. Oh, I already have this. Get deleted. And then bookshelf and the archway, which I already have that in model form. So I'm just gonna make this smaller. That there, and we're finally organized. Yes. See, Shadow? It takes a while. But now I'm set for a long time. Alright. I'm gonna close this out. I'm gonna make sure I'm on the correct branches here. So we're on 348 dungeon expansion. Expanding the dungeon. And we're going to create a little bit more variation here. I might need to check out 2 people to commit before I miss some of this. So let's say here. So I don't think it's gonna be there anymore. 57. Okay, so real quick. Oh, this is Eldoria. I gotta be in Eldoria assets. So 57. Yeah. Damn. I could import the texture though, but it's not gonna save the layers. It's fine. No, wait. No, it's not fine. It's better than fine. I can get it back. Don't redo work. That's silly. Check out. I was have to stop tracking it forever. That sucks. I think I cleared the cache. Oh wait, it's not done yet. Okay. There's still a chance. There's still a chance. It's a lot of files that I've created since then and a lot of changes, so I'm just gonna hang on for a second. See, I have the tendency or a tendency to not organize when I should. I just went through my file manager and cleared up to 200 gigabytes and organized a lot of it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so speaking of organized, so I love organizing things. It helps me feel sane. Because, yeah, there's these Bach remedies that I have, and it's like, it's into my like nerdy holistic stuff, right? I just have it sitting here. I happen to have it sitting here. So I'm just gonna make sure I have the camera so you can see it. But so it's this case I got, and when you open it up, these bottles match and align with the names on the top here. And so there's about like 45 of them. I have like 18 or something. And I just love putting them like in their little, their little slots, right? And I was just gonna look at them today. I just had so many, and so it's like you have a bunch of files and you put it in a folder. And that's what this container is for me, and it's really fun. So I just feel so much better and like I can breathe when things are organized because I know what that means, that it's going to make my life easier. and it's more efficient. I love being efficient. Managing my time well. So yeah, I'm into that. Anyway, so is it still checking out? Hallelujah. Thank you. It still exists. Oh wait, I should probably save this elsewhere. I'll do that in here. Okay, great. So I'm gonna save this. Say on my desktop, and this is 57. And I can make different variations of mesh. I also want to see, I can make this a note to myself later today. Organize, yes, I already have the note. This is like in my markdown file, like where I just have like things that I'm going to be working on in the short term, like really soon. And just to help me prioritize tasks. Like nobody else sees it. You know, I have linear. We're really organized with Git and like how we do all of the commits and everything. But yeah. So let's look at what else I'm gonna be editing. I'm gonna go back now. I don't need the browser open. Oh, that's not my task. This. So what's this? Oopsie daisies. um, so let's see, I'm gonna work on that. I don't think I have a substance painter file or the branch. Like for yeah, so that's fine. Firewood file, it's fine. I don't have these yet. These are new. I'm gonna want to grab this one. All right, so let's go to these existing files, get the textures back with Substance Painter files. I'm gonna copy both of these. Save that there. Oh, look at this quickly. And then it's like the cobblestone wall. I'm gonna grab all of these. Let's play one. Why not? Is there anything else that I will need? I'm gonna redo the floor. I keep adding tasks now. This is what they call scope creep. Redo grungy floor. I'll grab that as well. Doesn't exist, but that's fine. I have the texture. Save your texture. The dungeon ceiling will definitely want. So I'm Commit all of these. Let's see. Case if these files don't exist on the newest commit. Pretty sure it doesn't. All right. I think this should be good for a while. So the last thing we need to do is open up object 57 here. Oh, right. I have to check out to the news. Oh yeah, absolutely. It comes from like so much time spent just being lost. I'm like, please save yourself the trouble. Like you don't need to suffer anymore. My desk is pretty minimal. Everything on my desk has a purpose. Is it super neat? No, but it's things that I need for what I'm doing. And I'm the kind of person that when I cook, I clean as I go. It's just it's uh it's so you don't have to like clean everything all at once. I have had some files piling up on my desktop and my downloads folder, but other than that, I'm very organized and I will be cleaning that up soon. It's been on my mind. It also helps me keep a clear mind when I already know I don't have all these floating ideas and things in my head and all these things that I gotta do and stuff. And it's just like, it's just done, like just be organized and it will save you so much time. The amount of time that we like do things that are not really productive, like we could totally be using that time to organize like our future, like and what we want our future to look like the tools that we're using to make a brighter future. So anyway, I'll stop before I go on rant number like 3 or 4. Stop. Okay, so gotta check out this branch. It's like I'm on a runaway train and I'm just like, wait. Before you step foot on that train, don't even look at it. Just come over here. We already had the rants before. I think Shadow gets it. All right, so I think paste this here now. And I'm gonna look at peer ref, so it's a pretty good reference. Oh, interesting. There's a few modes here. If we move it over like this. Ah. And then would be cool to have some sort of like potatoes or something. Like have closed sacks like this and then also open. Let's see. I don't want to mess with the UVs on the closed one. So like we'll just leave this one as is. Say this is number 2. Then duplicate, use the proportional editing tool. I think I could also have one like laid down or like laid. I have new fans today. Hello, user KR74. I'm in my 30s. How long have I been making games? For 14 years. 14 years is how long it's taken for me to get this knowledge. It's also like the more games you play and you observe them, like it's like homework for me. I take a lot of screenshots and see what works, and then I just incorporate things that I like into our game. So yeah, I took a lot of screenshots in Elden Ring, and now I'm editing my existing mesh. And yeah, it just takes like over time knowing why you're doing it. What is your favorite thing to make in games? Find your people, and get support, because it could be a very lonely journey. Oops. Where you're just game developing forever, seems, and there's no one else that does, but there's tons of people out there. So yeah, just takes showing up every day, being consistent, and then it feels good. It doesn't feel scary anymore. It used to be very scary for me. I might end up doing the sure. I might, if it looks too like warped the texture, I might re-texture it again. Kurika, you're so funny. Am I on your tablet and we're just like faces smushed together? Or am I on another device? Welcome in. It's good to see you again. Yeah. Yeah, I had a long rant. I'll say it again. I had a long rant with Shadow here. He's a game developer, and it doesn't come easily. Like if you want to make something really awesome that takes a team of many people, it's going to take a long time, but we have a team of five people. I have to remember. But I'm the one creating all the 3D art in the game and practically most of the concept art, so I just really want to do this. Me and my brother Kurika pull a line from Tarzan. We talk like Jane, and we're like, if something like kind of startling happens, my brother says like this. He's like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah." I love Tarzan. Yes. You in bed, comfy bed, me on tablet. Well, thank you. I'm perfectly fine to be smushed against your face. It's like, uh, well, yeah, I'm asking because I also want to do so. I'm really afraid, but yeah, maybe I could get some support. Hell yeah, man. Hey, join our server. I'm gonna go on YouTube real quick and hit you up with the Discord server link. We have about 50 members. A lot of game developers are in our server. And I stream a few days a week. And and we have group sessions where we share our screens every Sunday and Monday for now. And we really have a very cute, supportive group there. You can get feedback, get ideas. Shadow is like, believe me, I know. Yeah. Well, thank you, Shadow. You are like the best. You're all the best. It's a hard tie. But yeah, that's our Discord server. You'll just need to apply. We have an application so like spammers don't come in or whatever. Um, yeah, I have a website. Go check out the links on my YouTube channel. We have a monthly newsletter. I've been making more trailers. We have a Steam page. We're working on the Steam demo right now. It's me, my brother, and 3 other friends. So, yeah, we got really solid music coming in. Oh, well, actually, Shadow, you were one of the early ones and applied when no, you joined the server before we had an application. I just kept changing things over time to kind of help with how things were panning out. Yes, Kurika remembers the 3 questions that you must answer. Yeah, I think they're pretty reasonable questions. Yes. I'm on X. I'm streaming on Twitch now as well. And yeah, we have the website. I post on TikTok as well. Oh, do I remember my own questions I asked? How did you find us? What do you like most about the game? And do you want to sign up for the newsletter? And if you do, put in your email. If you don't, put the letters NA for not applicable. I remember my own questions. I better. Somebody's got to. You just jogged my memory. It's in your memory, you just didn't access it. It's okay. Yeah. I created new new emojis. If you're a subscriber, you can use the Bober emoji because Dying Light the Beast and Bober, Jesse just kept Boba out. And I'm like, okay, Bober is now in our community. So I got Get Good. I got You Died. And I got Chad Squeakle because it's absolutely ridiculous. Thanks to Michael. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. Oh. So maybe you are a subscriber, Shadow. That's awesome. Just had lunch with Dad and drove him home, brain drained. Yuck. Sorry. I know too much. Oh. Well. Namaste, Kurika. I bow down to the light within you. You are so patient and positive. Oh. I found out I can use the weird Twitch coins to use it for 24 hours. Oh. Do you have to pay for Twitch coins? Is it the same as points? I'm still learning, guys. Let's see. Oops. Another one. Oh. I'll have it lean against this one. Rotate it. Oops, this way. Scale. The points I get for watching. Yeah, that's true. I think it's called. I know I've used it. It's like bits, channel points, and then there's bits. The bits are what you pay for. That's different. I have a shit ton of channel points in Jesse's channel. Oh, the green circle thing. Probably, yeah. At the bottom where it kind of looks like a bubble, you can click on it. It's like right underneath where you type your message. And yeah, you probably have some points. Oh, it tells you need to watch more. Yeah. I'm looking at my own. I have an infinite amount because I am the lord of this fair land. Yeah, I'll look at this later. Very interesting. Yeah, it's fun. Twitch is fun. I was very late to the game. Oh, it's not a streak, is it? I don't know what the green circle thing is then. Um, if you're able to look it up or send me a screenshot of it. Because I guess I won't see it. Maybe because this is my own channel. Right, yeah. That's right. I don't really see any green circle thingy. Feel free to send it to me in like a DM. I'm curious. I like to learn. Maybe you're a subscriber. Maybe Kurika was one of the 5 people that got the subscription. Because there was someone who gifted subscriptions, and 5 people that were watching got it, or followers or whatever. So you might be a subscriber. Or do you watch ads, Kurika? Are you getting hit with ads? Oh, you know what? Thank you, Shadow. That is very obvious. It's there to help me understand. Maybe it's that, but I'm not sure. I would have to see exactly what it looks like. Very interesting. We dive deeper into the mysteries of Twitch. Maybe straighten this up a bit. Looking good. Take a screenshot, please, for me. Send me a DM. I want to figure it out. Yeah. Yeah, I like the classic mouse and keyboard. That's how I roll. I don't have a tablet. My phone is almost always off. I'm like Jesse in that way. My phone is like always off. No, thank you. Oh, so it just popped up and disappeared? Wow. What like Twitch is trolling you. Trolling us. Not cool. It's like, oh look, you gotta press on it now. It's a surprise. You gotta press on it in time. Alright, so this feels better. We are the elite, we don't need phones. I kind of say to that because the term elite has been used with a group of individuals that I'm not really fond of. I would say, which is a shame because elite, they're not really elite, they're just sad people. We don't need to be on our phones. See, that's also what I'm talking about, is like for me, having my phone on purely as a distraction. And like I have people call me on Discord, like they email me or like we message like Signal or WhatsApp, like applications that people could talk to me like through their phone if they wanted, but I'm always on my computer because it's just all here. I only use the tablet for watching videos, Twitch in bed, or playing Azure Lane. Yeah, and that's like really like a very purposeful reason. Like just very it's these specific things and yeah. If you're strict with it, that's great. A lot of people don't have the, you know, self-control to just be like, I'm actually done now. Because it's designed to be addicting, obviously. We could bring back Elite. That's so sick. Or like, yeah, that's that. When people started saying that's so sick, I was just like, that's so diseased. That is so ill. That's decrepit, man. Awesome. Or when I was in grade school, people were saying woot. They would just like write that like in each other's like what do they call them? Like your yearbook. Woot, have a great summer. I do say leet sometimes, I really do. Let's see, natural. I could create LODs for this. That'd probably be wise. Yeah, gotta remember I didn't grow up with these shiny bricks. I'm more likely to get distracted by a book. Shiny bricks. Yeah, I know. Don't they look really weird? I think like phones are so weird. It's like I have this brick and I'm like, it's bizarre. It's still bizarre to me. It looks alien to me. It's like, okay. And I'm just like consumed by it and like, there's this reality that I'm just looking through this window thing and like, yeah, I don't want to look at everything else. I've been reading a book actually. I prefer books myself, and you already know this. My friend lent me a book, and the author lives right across the street from him. It's so cool. I'm really enjoying the book. I still have a landline. So do we. Yeah, yep. We're really weird, and I like it. I like it. Stay weird. Oops. See, make this a little bigger. feels better. I should just unsmart my smartphone, but then I can't watch the stream on the go. Damn. Yeah. Um, I don't think smart devices are all that smart, to be honest with you. It kind of doesn't. Gosh, here I go with my opinions. Should I? I think it's contributed to a populace that isn't all that smart. Not everybody is stupid, but I think a lot of people are living very unconscious and very distracted, and the very basic of things, like interacting with human beings and just living, is now really complicated for some reason. It's just an unfathomable idea of let's just talk to someone and like not have our phone with us like at all times. Just my opinion. My phone is dumber than my computer, and I made my computer. I think you're right. And I like how computers are more customizable than phones typically. I also built my computer and I love it. I love it a lot. There's a lot you could do with a computer versus a phone. Or maybe I just don't have experience with the phones, like, I don't know what the terms are, but you know what I mean. All right, so I feel okay about this. I'm gonna work this a little bit. What I wanted. Damn, that's not what I want either. Okay. I love my company. That's so cute. But it cannot be used for my bed. Yeah. It's nice to just relax, not always be sitting up. I actually have, I think I said this on a stream a while ago, but I bought a brand new, I think it was like an iPod Classic from 2004. And I just listen to meditations like when I'm going to sleep. That's the only device that I have. Um, and then I just read a book. And I look at like some affirmations that I have, and I do like body energy work. So I do like a lot of just like meditation, like just calming down. It's a relaxing time. I think we just spend so much time on screens. It's like really important to take the time to just not be on one, like when it's time to rest. And I don't really watch ASMR anymore. I mean, if I do, it's when I'm setting up my computer, but I really want to cut down like radiation exposure. It really affects you way more when you're trying to sleep because your body's defenses go down to try and restore from the day. And I feel it. Totally feel it. All right, so this is the second one. I'll create another one. I'll unwrap it afterwards. All right. So this one, maybe I'll have like 5 of them. And I could also just have one laying down like this. I think that would be good. So I'll delete these. And then move this over to the center. I'm gonna sure this is centered as well. It's not. That looks good. I will create a 4th one actually. I'm gonna remove what that's laying down. And then let's just make more of these. I didn't select it. Ah, you want to extrude. That's interesting. Tablet is also useful for playing thunderstorm sounds while I sleep. I turn off the screen so it stays nice and dark. Oh yeah, that one's really relaxing. My mom loved cricket sounds because she grew up in Cuba and crickets are very loud there. The crickets in New Jersey like would get scared if we walked nearby and they would be quiet, but the ones here in Texas don't care at all. I like stomped around like a monster the other night, like when I was walking with my brother, and they just kept going. They're like, yeah, and we know you're not gonna come over here. Uh and it's an Android tablet. The only Apple product I've ever owned was an Apple LLC. How long ago was that? To the point where I don't even or 2C? Oh, LLC. Like you're just like, I am Apple. Just kidding. They're a corporation, not an LLC. Apple 2C. Oh, wow. Wow. I was going to say my dad used to do freelance work on a Mac. I think the first computer they ever got was in 1992, but this predates that. Yeah. Well, it's adorable. I love how the older technology looks. Like it looks cute and it barely does anything at all. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I used to play floppy disk games on that Mac that I was telling you about. And I think it was like Gumby, Gumby's Great Adventure was like my first video game I ever played, and it's a green floppy disk. Yeah. I would keep this up. No. So amazing how technology has changed over time. Um, so I'm gonna edit this one a little bit. Potatoes. Yeah, they kind of all look the same, right? Um, Same with today's technology. It all kind of looks the same. Just a bunch of shiny bricks. The there was a convention I was at. It was called the Classic Game Fest in Austin, Texas. And they had this huge setup of like a ton of old school computers just like that. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. They looked very similar, all of them. Very, very interesting. I find the history of video games and technology very interesting. My GPU is just a big brick. Me too. As I looked at it. And we had an Atari 2600, of course. Only thing I have left from that is my Asteroids cartridge. Wow. Yeah. No, I think our music composer, Michael, he has some really old consoles. Like, he seems to keep a lot of it. He shared a picture of it actually in our chat. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Let's see. I think it was in gaming. Had to be gaming. Got Shadow shared his Nintendo 64 controllers there, but it might be in the general chat. It was just so he was in the middle of moving and it's so interesting. If I don't find it in like 10 seconds. Okay, so I found it. Actually, okay, it's old, but it's not that old. It was just Nintendo 64 all this stuff. So this is the picture that he shared with us. So it's not that old. Michael doesn't look much older than me, or I don't even know. Uh, but yeah, he's probably my age. I made the rash decision to trade my NES and SNES games all and to help buy a PlayStation and FF7 when it came out. Oh, yeah. Well, there's simulators, which I actually wanted to try it out. It's called Retro Arc, and it's on Steam. So yeah. You can ask me about it later. I won't talk about it on stream. Oh, okay, great. You already know them. Awesome. You're already in the know-how. All right, so I was changing the shape of this. A little longer here. Let's see. Let's move this. Okay. This tends to look better if I just grab a couple of points and oh, wait a minute. Oh man, that sucks, Shadow. Is it in the recycling bin? Is there a backup? Damn. Or like a backup of like your computer setup? Because I know like your computer can back up like your files every so often. But I still have that PlayStation, and it's one of the really early 90s, like 9 NES with the serial port in the back, so you could just Game Shark into. Oh, that's really cool. Oh my god. He's cleaning his computer. Because his files were a bit unorganized, he said. Change the shape of some of these threads as well. Doesn't all look like carbon copies of each other. You never know. What? Oh man. Like, but you never looked under the couch. But Tarika, it's in my computer. But you didn't look under the couch. You never know. And it's like, it's funny. Right. Better. I'm gonna change the threads on the other one a bit. No, I will go check now. Oh boy. People are going crazy together. Okay. Everything look natural. I'll unwrap everything afterwards. Oh, this is bad. Rotate, damn you! Might have to read this again. I should rename my recycling bin under the couch. Rename? I never knew all this time. You could rename it under the couch. Oh my god. You taught me something very valuable today. Thank you. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh. Wow. I had no idea. You're really funny. I did that too. Also, I didn't see it under there. Dang. Better luck next time. Like, oh, you have you lost your mind? Yes, a long time ago. I mean, why am I doing this? Like, I could just rotate the whole thing. Like, why not? Just grab the whole thing, go like this. Or, like that. So it kind of looks like the rope is like hanging off of here. And I can modify this a little bit. Oh, can't see. Uh, be honest, I don't really know what was in it. I know it was stuff for my game, but I wanted to organize it instead of having two folders in the same name. Sorry for the wall of text. Oh no, it's fine. I've sent much bigger walls of text. Jesse can tell you. I like to make up stories when I'm watching his stream. I'm very imaginative, so it gets kind of long quickly. Which part of game dev is the most time consuming? Polishing. Polishing. A lot of it is time consuming. Honestly, it takes a really long time to make this stuff, but you get faster as you get better, of course. I would think also relating to the rant that I had with Shadow earlier, it's the design. It's the design of everything. Like, we didn't have a game to show at all until like a year in. Because I was designing like the art style, and I'll show you KR, like our game. Why is it like? Okay. This is the boss room. And like I'm gonna put a wall here, or a door, bigger door. But so like I didn't know what this art style would look like at all. And if I play the game, like it was like it's so abstract, art style. Like, can you make something different that feels good? And so I experimented with bigger. I wonder how we only set up the UI for full HD, so this may not look great, but actually looks okay. All right, that's great. But so like an anime style, like characters and all items, all environment pieces are more realistic. So, and I'll just like show you the music real quick. It's so loud. It's like, please don't blast my ears out. Oh, they found me. So, and we're gonna redesign the enemies, by the way, because like you'll keep adapting your art style to what feels right. And like I added water down here, you can see the reflection. That's a temporary shader. Like we want to improve it more so you can tell it's actually water instead of just like, oh, it's blue, whatever. But like enemies can attack. We're in the process of making AI. AI is very complex. Oops. The light is underneath her, so like if you're in a really dark area, you'll be able to see a little bit of light. But like polishing, like animating things, visual effects, making the world feel lively. And it depends, like, if you have a team of people that are specialized in certain areas, or if you're like me, someone who does literally all of the art. I created the creatures, I animate them, I texture them, I animated all of the art pieces, I sculpted this flat plane and have like a high poly version. I baked the detail into this, learning all the programs. It's getting a sense for like what feels good and what tools are going to serve the job of like making the kind of game exactly what you want. They can't attack yet. The birds can't attack. But like if I go here, like, and I'm gonna be updating like these logs in here because you could tell like the texture is far less detailed than these. And that's because I didn't know how to use Substance Painter yet, and then I did, and I made this. Let's see. Shadow says, I also removed 50 more gigabytes under the couch. Oh my gosh. That's wild. How many gigabytes does your computer have in general? Like just as a whole. Karika says, I feel your pain. I still don't know where my backups are for an entire year of my webcomic went, or even if I made any. The hosting server crashed and took everything with it. I just gave up afterwards long time ago. Damn. You and Mortal are gonna be in a burnout competition, aren't you? Oh man. Yeah. I actually like freaked out yesterday. But oddly enough, it wasn't about game development. It was just about real life stuff. But now I'm in my happy place. We're crazy enough to love working on games so much that it's like, what are you talking about? Burnout. This energizes me! Yeah, so I added water here. You can see the reflection. This is kind of a problem because we have, like, ambient lights. And I don't want you to be able to see the purple light is right above here, necessarily. 32 terabytes is an insane amount. Wow. I think, my computer is 1 terabyte and it's solid state, and I was so excited about that. I upgraded my RAM maybe a year ago to 32 gigs. I was at 16 for a while, and I'm like, what am I doing? But yeah, so this is a bit of our game. I wanted to share that for KR. Let's turn down the volume again. Case. Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, programming is so weird. And I went to school for that too. My brother is handling that along with our friend Lucas. But the way you change your mind, like to think in the way of programming, it was so hard for me. The learning curve was really steep initially. So kudos to you for doing that. Yeah, like we have 3 floors. And that's for the demo maximum. And then we have hidden caves that I just made. We added water here, very cute. Ooh, and we have little fish. Sorry. I just thought of an idea. I got very excited about it. The moving animation is really smooth. Thank you. I polished it recently. You could tell. To get into the exacts, I have 2 terabytes solid state and 2 16 terabytes, yeah, hard drives. Yeah, I know, yeah. It's like 32 gigs. It's not actually 32 gigs of whatever you bought. Anyway, so this is our 3rd level, and that's where the boss room is. There are 2 other, oops, 2 other floors. Okay, floor 1. And all of these are modular pieces, so like they tile. And I made a ton of prefabs with it, and it's really important to keep organized because you're going to have a crap ton of objects. And we have these databases called RPG asset IDs. So that's what like the 2 letters and then the 4-digit code is for. My brother just made that. It's a system he made, and it keeps things really organized. We just call these things objects. They're not items that you actually pick up. They're just a part of the environment. Then there's items. So like every item has an inventory sprite, and it has materials and different maps, and then it has like the actual 3D item that you can pick up. And we have floor 2 here. We added elevators recently. And everything has a theme. So just really polishing it, making it look good. And I'm really excited. I added vines as well, which I really think added a lot to just the worn-in, weathered-in feeling. HDDs are ridiculously cheap at higher storage sizes. You just have to deal with the read-write speeds, which we used to always have to deal with anyway. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I think it's still a good investment. You don't have to do everything immediately. But we're used to things being fast. Anyway, so yeah, that's our game. I didn't show you everything, of course, because there's more, but yeah, so what I'm gonna do is finish this water. And I'm gonna finish working on all these tasks that I listed out here. So this is for task ELD 348-03, because we're trying to save on free tasks here before we pay for linear. The free plan. And it's rough as an indie, man. Like, you choose what you're willing to pay for to help make things faster. But yeah, I'll work on these. We have our next playtest coming up soon. If you're interested, join our Discord server and ask me about it. Our internal review is on Monday, so a week before. And that's when the developers we're gonna just make sure the build's good, we're set, and there's no bugs in time for Monday, the first Monday of every month. We do a play test. So it's a private, intimate play test. If you want to join, feel free to ask me. Yes, play test! Yes! Jesse is also one of the play testers. Yeah. I have a 4 terabyte HDD I use for text games and older games, and then a 1 terabyte solid state for the newest stuff that gets grumpy. Yeah, that's good. Yes. I know you'll be there, Shadow. You will be a part of the playtest. But anyway, so I am going to wrap up this stream. We have our flashy one command that shares our pitch. It's nice and snappy now. Eldoria is a Souls-like RPG where beneath darkness awaits light. Will you dig deep enough? We do have our Steam page there. And yeah, you wanted to be a part of that. Maybe next time I'll be like, Shadow, we're wrapping up the stream. Can you do the command? Do you know the command? Yeah. So our Discord server is there, X, and our website. And if you're watching on YouTube, everything is on YouTube. But I appreciate you guys for watching. It was really fun today, and love you all. I'm excited for our game.